Beneath the ordinary world lies a veil, and behind it, the voices of the lost still whisper.
We are your guides into the shadows, where true crime meets the paranormal.
From chilling crimes to haunted histories, we uncover the stories that refuse to rest.
This is Veil of Echoes.
There are houses that look normal from the outside. Long driveways, quiet trees, lights on in the windows. The kind of place you wouldn't think twice about passing. Fox Hollow Farm was one of those houses.
18 acres in Westfield, Indiana. A large home, a successful business owner, a wife, children. On paper, nothing about it stood out.
But sometimes, the things that don't stand out are the ones no one looks at closely enough. And inside that house, there were things people couldn't explain.
Mannequins, dressed, positioned.
Not packed away, not stored.
Placed like they were meant to be seen.
Like they were watching.
And beyond the house, past the walls, past the image of normal life, there were woods.
Dense, still, the kind of quiet that feels too quiet.
And for years, people had been disappearing.
Leaving bars, leaving friends.
Leaving behind families who kept waiting for them to come home.
But some of them never made it very far at all.
Because behind that house,
beneath the trees,
there were remains.
Burned.
Broken.
Scattered.
Thousands of fragments.
And even now, not all of them have been identified.
This is episode 62.
Herb Baumeister.
And what was hidden
at Fox Hollow Farm. Welcome to Veil of Echoes, a cinematic, immersive experience where true crime and the unexplained collide.
Every story we tell leaves something behind. Questions, patterns, moments that don't fully make sense.
And sometimes, those stories don't just leave questions. They leave evidence.
Fragments.
Pieces that take years, sometimes decades, to understand. We're your hosts. I'm Lindsay.
I'm Zach.
And I'm Bria. And before we begin, we want to take a moment to thank one of our listeners, Morbid Jen.
She's been with us since the very beginning.
And this is a case she's been wanting us to cover.
So Jen, this episode has been waiting for you.
And if you're listening and there's a case you want us to explore,
you can reach out to us on TikTok, Instagram,
or email us directly at veilofechoespodcast@gmail.com. We're always listening. This podcast contains discussions of violence, missing persons, and human remains. Listener discretion is advised.
If you enjoy immersive true crime and paranormal storytelling, make sure you're following Veil of Echoes on your favorite platform.
And leaving a rating or a written review really helps more people find the show, and we truly appreciate it.
And with it officially being May, we're starting something we've been really excited about.
At the end of this month, we'll be sending out our very first monthly giveaways.
All you have to do to enter is leave a rating or written review, take a screenshot, and send it to us.
We'll be choosing listeners each month and putting together some really special things for you guys. So I'm thinking we'll probably announce these winners at the end of every month and then send them out like first part of the month.
Yeah.
So we have time for more
So get them
people
out by
to-
like the first week of the
Yeah.
month, but
That's our plan.
Sounds good.
But we have really cool things. I think you guys will surprises. So, but yeah, hopefully we can get more reviews and everything, and then just send it to us, and then we'll put you in for a chance to win.
Make sure you submit.
Mm-hmm.
Submit those bitches.
Yes. Yeah, you won't regret it. I promise.
And by the end of this month, we'll also be officially choosing a name for our listeners.
We've seen so many good ideas already.
And we'll be putting up a final poll soon, so you can help decide. Yeah, we'll probably do this at the end of the month too. So all the cool things. May's just a very cool month because we have 2 guest speakers coming on.
Fuck yeah, May.
And this fun stuff. And then, I don't know if I told you, Lindsay, but we got a cool little comment on our, like someone was engaging with our listener ideas, and they even said that they like veil walkers. It's a Nikki Leary. She likes veil walkers. So
Well,
I thought
thank
that
you,
was
Nikki.
Cool. Yeah, that was awesome.
Seems to be a heavy runner at the moment.
Yes, which they're all good ideas, but yes, please give us. We have until the end of the month, so please keep with coming in with your ideas. Because tonight's story isn't one that exists in theory.
It isn't something unexplained.
It's something that happened.
A life that looked normal from the outside.
A man no one expected.
In a place that held the truth long after it should have been found.
Because before Fox Hollow Farm became a crime scene, Herb Baumeister was someone people thought they understood. Before investigators walked through those woods, carefully, piece by piece, Herb Baumeister was living a life that, on the surface, looked stable. He was born in 1947 in Indianapolis, Indiana. He was the oldest of 4 children and raised in what was described as a normal middle-class household. Nothing about those early years, at least outwardly, pointed to what he would later become.
His father was an anesthesiologist, a respected position, structured, educated, established. And that kind of environment usually comes with expectations, stability, direction, control. But even in homes that appear structured, there can be things developing that no one fully sees.
And that's what makes cases like this so unsettling. Because when people later look back, they don't always see chaos. They see something that felt almost normal, which makes everything that comes after feel even harder to process.
But as he got older, that sense of normal started to shift. People who knew him began to notice behavior that didn't quite fit. So apparently, he began exhibiting like antisocial behavior by adolescence, and then friends later recalled his urophilia. So he had an obsession with and enjoyed urinating on things. Like, friends would later recall that he used to ponder on what it would be like to taste human urine. And he also enjoyed urinating on teachers' desks and playing with dead animals.
Golden shower!
What the fuck?
Who was it? Someone else we talked about what the was it Albert Fish? I think.
Urine?
Yeah, he liked to pee.
I thought, like, he try feces and urine or
yes,
something?
yes. What the fuck?
Before he did human flesh or whatever?
Oh god, I don't know. Yeah, something. Like
I mean, it was something along those lines that was,
yeah, but
sounded fishy, alright.
Albert Fish.
Gross.
I
He had
do.
some weird fascinations, though, like
I know.
needles in the taint.
I don't know. I would love to redo his episode eventually. and add all the sound effects and add
How
some
would you
stuff.
guys
But,
like revamped episodes?
Yes, like
Revisit, re-amplified.
I'd like to do a few of our past ones actually.
Join us.
Ed Kemper,
Kemp Dog.
a few of them. But yeah, that's
Disturbing, as always.
yep. But I thought I would just add that.
Because
Yum.
Yeah.
Gotta get your vitamins somehow.
Yeah. Like, why does that come through someone's random thoughts? Like, I want to know what.
yeah, like you see something come out of somebody's asshole and you're like, I'm gonna
God,
eat that.
stop. In the smell.
Like, ew, yeah, that's the first thing that turns me off about a dish. If I cannot stand the smell of it, I'm not eating it.
Ew, is that what that 2 girls 1 cup thing was? Is that what that was?
That was more than fucking.
Oh, I don't know. I never watched it.
Good.
I just heard.
You don't need to watch that.
Now I'm gonna send you a clip.
I don't want to watch it. I just heard they eating each other's.
Oh, if I had to
poop?
see it, now you do.
Ew, why'd
If we
you
all
watch?
had to see it, you need to see
Did
it.
you watch it, Lindsay? I used to watch
Unfortunately,
the
I've
Minted
seen
stuff.
it.
What was that website called? That was missed.
What? Bloodshow.com?
Where I'd watch. Yeah, that was gross.
People getting beheaded.
Yes.
People
quite
getting
a
murdered.
few
Awful.
Stuff
websites
just like that.
still do that. Isn't there like
I don't know.
an app that
Ugh.
has like where you can go in and watch like investigations of like bodies and stuff or
I
something
think that's
like
like the only reason they made VPN. People are like, well, I don't want them to know what I'm searching for.
They're like,
Well,
isn't
what
that
are you
what the dark
searching
web is for nowadays?
Yeah.
Well, that's why they have the VPN.
We
'cause,
should
like,
do
you
an
can't just
episode
search
over
that.
dark web. Like I've seen like people what they bought off there. I seen this
you can
one
buy
guy bought
random
shoes
boxes.
and they ended up being like a murderer's shoes and it, like I don't remember.
I've
but-
kind of honestly wanted to do that.
yeah, we
Let's
should
just buy a mystery box and open it on the camera.
Oh fuck! I don't know.
I know Selena Spooky Boo did it.
We're just gonna
She
get some
bought
gloves.
something?
She did it off of the black market. She did a box opening thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that the
That would be.
sleepwalking girl?
That would be.
Yep. I fucking love her. I
she's
fucking
hilarious.
love her.
She is funny. That would. How do you even do that? How do you buy off?
I don't know because I'm afraid to even look up the words black web on the web because as soon as I do that, I feel like I'm going to be flagged for something.
Really? See, I could do that.
So I'm saying, like, you got freedoms, but they're not. Some things are still kind of
I'm
restricted.
gonna have to figure some things out because that would be interesting. Opening it on live. Yeah, we also want to start doing some live stuff soon. So yeah.
Yeah, we're going to
Especially
start going
eventually.
live.
Roast with the
Eventually.
ghosts,
Yeah.
or roast of the ghosts.
Yeah.
Live with Veil of Echoes.
Yes. It'll be fun. Yeah, I gotta look into that black
Fuck
web
it,
thing.
we'll do it live.
Yeah.
This fucker's already.
Yeah, he's called Herbert the Pervert for a reason. I don't know. I just
Well, it's
called him
kind of
that,
like.
so.
Well, I mean, there's a person that lives out at Somerset that his nickname was Chester the Molester because
Yes.
he was on
We
the
had
sex
to
offender
Chester
list.
the Molester. He'd always drive by in his creepy ass little light blue whatever car it was, and he'd
Yep.
honk because he used to have a crush on Arliss.
Oh,
Yeah, John's mom.
I like that name.
He used to have a crush on her, and he'd always honk. And he's the same guy who called the school one day and said it's a nice day to hurt little children. He was also the one. That's probably why Shaughne's so fucked up. He would go over to his house and say he got candy from him.
You probably did.
And now Sean Ray's in jail for.
You know what's funny? I don't know if you remember him or not, but does the name Frank Forshee from Comtree ring a bell?
Was he the one with the eyeball?
He was the one that he had the messed up jaw.
Oh, baby. Yes.
He shot somebody the other day.
Oh my God. That don't surprise me.
Yep. He was always such a nice guy. He was so nice. And then I'm sitting there scrolling through
shot a
Facebook
woman?
and shot a woman. And I was like, what the
And he
fuck?
killed her?
No, he didn't kill her.
Oh, he didn't kill her. Okay.
No.
But still.
Apparently it was over their dog barking. The dog was barking. He kept telling it, and then I guess they got into it or something, and he shot her, and then he hid in the woods behind his house.
You ain't gonna find me here.
Sir, that's usually the first place they will look, okay?
You ain't gonna find me here.
Oh my gosh. Wow. You know, that don't surprise me. We need to do one over,
Who's that Von Horseman?
oh God, yes. She was fucking nuts, man.
Dude, she...
I know.
I told everyone at work
But
what I used to do, and how the one day she told me she was going to use her knives and axes on me, and I told her to come down and do it. She came down. They're like, why would you do that? I'm like...
What about
We don't
when we
use
took
the real
your brother
names,
up
of
to
course,
the
but-
one in Arnold and that guy walked in with the clown mask and started like...
Oh, God.
We heard somebody yell. We were in the car and we heard somebody yell. And we're
My
like,
brother,
what the fuck? And
yeah, I remember this. You came in walking with the clown mask on. My brother said, I was like, what were you doing in there when he came in? He's like, I just sat there hoping that he wasn't going to do anything.
oh, we didn't have a gun or something. The dude, because we saw him, he walked up,
I know, I was like,
started putting the mask on before he walked in. And we're like... And he just kind of walked in and said, "Ah," or something, because we heard him yell. And we're just like, what the fuck? And then as soon as your brother came out, we're like, what the fuck was going down
I
in
was kind
there?
of worried. I was like, are you
If
okay?
you really want to give good stories, like
Please.
good work stories, you need to go work for a mental health facility.
I'm about
you,
to.
You
Oh
will
my God.
never run out of
Or when my mom...
stories.
I'm going to start playing at Comtree. I'm
When
gonna
my
go work.
mom went into
Like,
Highland that time,
Oh my
Oh, God.
and
Her and Rock and Ronnie
his
sitting
name was
there.
Rock and Ronnie. He
His
was in
name
a
was
band
Ronnie,
called
but-
Black Clover.
Black Clover.
And he said he said he puts himself in once a year just
just to get evaluated or something. Or like,
and then there was this poor guy, I don't know, he obviously had mental, like,
yeah, he couldn't. He just
had to
walked
develop-
around making a noise. That's
delay,
all he did.
obviously, and he would just scream randomly. And then there was this old man, he's like, looks like there's gonna be a symphony tonight. And then I'm like, oh my God. And then my mom was making, and Rock and Ronnie was making fun of these people, and yet they're sitting there in the same paper screen.
I was going to say, I don't think your mom really needs to be making fun of these people, considering
so
she's
funny.
a part of those people sometimes.
It was so funny.
she makes random noises too.
I will say those places are very entertaining.
I just remember with Lizette Von Horseman, how she would always start her conversation off with, don't like young people and I don't like men. And who did she always talk to?
A young man.
Who did she always fucking talk to? Me.
Oh no.
And you know what's funny? She was complete opposite at Walgreens. She'd be like, did you get your kudos
Yeah.
today? I'm like, no. And she's like, well, I'm going
She-
to call and give you your kudos. I'm like,
Every
okay.
time she would start that conversation off, hi, this is so-and-so, I don't like young people and I don't like men. And I'm like,
And then she-
motherfucker, I'm fucking 18 working here and you're talking to a young
Because
ass
she
person.
ended up killing someone.
She killed her
Florida.
and her friend killed an elderly man in Florida back in the 90s and stuck him in a trunk.
Can we interview her?
She is in a mental asylum locked up for the rest of her life.
I'm sorry, but
That's not a no.
No,
I'll go
but
talk to her. Like, hey, lady.
oh God.
that's where she's at because
That's where she's at.
she attacked the
Jeez.
BP gas station in the middle of town with a machete.
I think I remember that.
It's her.
Yeah,
I think
that
I remember the machete lady.
that was
Hell
her.
yeah.
Because she told me she was going to come down and use her knives and axes on me because she was not allowed to own guns because she was a criminal, and I told her go ahead. And she came down, but she didn't have any knives or axes with her. She just sat out on the retaining wall out front, the Keaton Center. Oh, I found the whole video of her attacking the BP gas station. I showed it the other day.
I showed it the other day.
I was like, yeah, this is what I used to deal with.
I know, but again, I just think it's so funny because she was all so nice and everything in Walgreens.
Just like Ashley Parmalee.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, she got a fucking slap on the wrist.
Isn't she... Is she free or is she in a nut house or
Oh, she's
something?
in.
She's in a nut house,
I
but
guess I
she
should say asylum.
she got a slap on the wrist. I'm sorry.
Obviously.
I
'cause-
don't fucking care if you're gonna sit there and say, "Oh, the demons told me to do it." You killed your kids.
I'm not laughing
You
at that. I'm
deserve
just
to go to
laughing
death
at her
penalty.
psychoticness.
You deserve the death penalty if you hurt a fucking child.
She's her own. Like, didn't she drown her?
She drowned
2-year-old
one and shot the other
I
one.
thought she shot the
7.
oldest.
Was she a 7 or 11?
9.
9 years old.
9, and the other one was 2. She drowned the 2-year-old. in
I remember that was
She
one of
shot the 9-year-old first.
Yes.
And then she tried doing something to the 2-year-old, but then noticed he was still alive. And then
took him to...
I gotta stop. I gotta stop.
I thought that was like right around Lane's second birthday or
It was.
something. That's why I remember it
Yeah,
so
it's
well.
awful. I couldn't. What the fuck?
'Cause I remember-
I would fucking strangle her myself
It
right
wasn't
now.
too long after
Yep.
that we found out you're pregnant with Jensen, and then that shit was going down.
Oh, it's awful.
She is a piece of shit.
Yeah. Well,
And that Tanner Horner fucker.
pretty sure the only part
And he got the fucking death penalty. That
I know
motherfucker.
that.
I'm so
All those
fucking
years.
happy.
I am too, but again, I wish they would torture them or something. I just
It
feel
needs to be
like he's getting what, injection?
yeah, lethal injection.
not
See,
enough.
I
But
just feel like
it's gonna be another 10 years from now before he's
No,
actually
probably.
ends up
Exactly.
being executed,
Which
which
is
is
stupid.
It's already been long enough. Like, what
Yeah.
else? What other evidence do you need?
That guy is so gross.
Everything was right there, unfortunately.
And did you see the video too?
No.
Like a few days after
No.
that fact, he was I think there was like an 8-year-old girl he was trying like to get. He brought food for her dogs or something and was putting it out, and then I don't know. I don't know
love
how
how
true that is. I'm sure it's true because
I
That's
love
why-
how people are defending him by saying, "Well, he had a mental illness."
Are
This
you
isn't.
fucking kidding?
There are people defending him, and I'm like, if you're gonna
Well, that's-
defend him, you deserve it too.
There's people always defending psychopath killers. Like, there's no defense.
I know.
They all
No.
deserve to be put to death. They did what they did.
Like
there's
what- Like what I've said about Jeffrey Dahmer. Yes, did he finally find God, and did he say,
yeah.
what he did was wrong? Yes. And he deserved to die for what he did. He killed people. If you kill somebody,
Oh, and then he got murdered.
intentionally.
Oh, I was gonna say by a black guy. I'm gonna take that out.
well, yeah, I mean, he got his head bashed in. The fucker deserved it.
yeah.
But I felt for him a little bit more because
Well,
he
yeah.
did say, I've been telling people this is where I needed to be. This is where I needed to be, but nobody would actually sit and listen to me. Whereas, again, like John Wayne Gacy, kiss my ass. Yeah, you deserve to die, you stupid fuck, you fat fuck.
Yeah, I hate
If it wasn't going to be lethal injection, eventually a heart attack was going to get your fucking clogged arteries.
Don't get me started. David Parker Ray died of a fucking heart attack.
I have a
And
feeling.
you know what? I'm sorry. I'm just gonna go off real quick. He only went to jail for being caught with
the girl
torturing
that
the
escaped,
girl. Yeah, he never got.
not the murders. Because they had no real
exactly.
evidence.
But still,
you had enough evidence to know that
really
something was
picked him?
going down.
He was mad because he didn't get his 30th or 50th?
I think it was. Yeah, I think he was right at 49.
Ted Bundy was 30.
Yep.
I can't keep up
Picton
with these
was
fuckers.
putting
These
them
guys are all
down.
messed up. Yeah.
It's kind of like, my mom and my dad tell me all the time, don't talk like that. Don't talk like that. But like right now, talk like they deserve to die. I'm like,
Oh no.
So, like-
they do deserve to die.
like right now, our neighbor, she drives a blue Jeep Compass and she flies up and down our road. I mean,
Oh jeez.
bad.
Yeah.
We have kids that play on that road.
Yeah.
I walk my dog up and down the road. Well, somebody made a post about her on Facebook again that she was flying up and down these roads. And I told my mom and dad, I said, I swear to God, if she hits my dog, I'm gonna fucking kill her.
Well, that's what happened to poor Loki and Panthro. People are fucking assholes.
I will
And
fucking
Milkshake.
dominate.
Milkshake.
you.
She was pregnant.
Monroe. What happened to Monroe?
She just disappeared.
Yeah,
Poor
somebody's-
Mon.
I
she just
will
disappeared.
beat the fuck. I
Yeah.
will beat you to the brink of death if you hit my dog.
Oh yeah.
And I hope she listens to the podcast so that she knows her neighbor will beat the little the ever living fuck out
Well,
of
it's
her.
common sense. I just watched this poor old guy a video. What was I don't even remember his name.
People
but
do need to
he
slow
was
the
a
fuck down
Cubs,
just a little
huge
bit.
Cubs fan, and he was over there visiting to watch the game or whatever. And they caught on camera this guy just flying, hit him, and you see the poor. It was blurred out, but you seen his body just. He died.
Well, that's why I told you this morning. I learned about that guy I went to school with.
Yeah.
He just got 8 months sober. So on his way home from work last night on his
That's sad,
bicycle
too.
and got hit and killed.
Oh my god.
He was 34. I was like, I just turned fucking 34. Dude's only like maybe a half year older
Was
than I
that
am.
here in Festus?
No, it's Oklahoma.
Oh.
Yeah, he was from Guthrie. I think he was living in
But
Oklahoma
that's
City or
sad.
something.
Like, you're just
It was
going
like,
on with your day, you know.
he was just
and all
going
of a
home from
sudden-
work. Like his son, like 12, 13 years old,
Aw,
looks
that's
just
sad.
like him. It is sad
That
because the dude.
sucks.
People need to pay fuck attention.
Yeah, he was getting his life together. You
Or
know?
like, I don't know why that remind me of it. People not paying attention. I know we keep talking about the stupid bitch. We used to have the Cobalt. I don't know if
Oh my god.
we
Yeah.
had
I
our
remember the Cobalt.
and that stupid bitch at like 3 a.m. all of a sudden our car was parked out front like it
I
is.
remember that.
And she just ran right into it. And I'm glad the curb was there. She could have probably, or the car was there, because she would have probably flew in the house through the house.
I think the Mustang was parked in front of the Cobalt. 'Cause
I didn't
had,
have the Mustang yet.
Then what was parked in? Something was parked in front of the Cobalt because I had the Colorado in the driveway.
I don't think anything was parked in front of the Cobalt.
I'll have to look at the pictures because
Because you guys got the Mustang
Goddamn.
after the Cobalt, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yep.
Right?
the only reason we even had to get the Mustang is because that car went down and then my fucking
No, maybe I did have the Mustang because we had it since 2017. Or the Cobalt. I don't know. Anyways, the dumb bitch wasn't paying attention. And then she was trying to, what was she bribing us with?
she's trying to give tattoos and piercings so we wouldn't. I was like,
Would call the police.
Bitch, no, I'm
I think
calling
it
the
was
fucking
obvious.
cops
There's
on
two
you.
people that were with her that were
I know
just like
Allie.
walking out.
Allie came out too. Remember?
Because I don't know if they lived down the hill by Ollie, but it looked like they came flying up the hill because they hit it.
I don't know.
right at the
Anyway, she
tire
was
and
like,
drug it up.
"Don't call. I'll give you some free tattoos instead of you don't call the cops." And then it turns out the cops came and she didn't have insurance. And then
She didn't
apparently
have nothing.
she did it to say she hit
I
someone
don't think
else's
she had
car.
her
The other.
license was even
Yeah.
legal at
But I
the
think
moment.
she was drinking too.
Yeah, it was like her third DUI. I think
Yeah,
her
yeah,
license
yeah.
was already suspended and she didn't have insurance. And it's like, that's not my problem. For one,
Dumb ass.
if you're that drunk and you can't drive, you're probably going to be fucked up. And I don't want my tattoos that fucked up.
Sorry. Yeah.
Not to mention, you're gonna have to
People-
give me like a whole back session, including like my legs, to
Peop-
pay for what you
Oh,
just
yeah,
did to
'cause
my car.
They completely totaled the Cobalt. Like,
yeah, they did.
they
That was a sad day.
there's some stuff that was bad, but the worst part was the body damage. Like, that would have cost some money, but everything else we could have parted out and got fixed probably 6-7 months.
I would have probably still had it.
Yes, it was one of the best cars we've drove. Like, we've taken that thing everywhere. It's been to Oklahoma and back a time or two.
That was my first car purchase from the dealer.
I mean, the journey's probably been our fucking... We've been to Florida, Kentucky.
Mine was my Cruise when I had it.
Yeah.
I fucking loved that car.
yeah.
That's what replaced the Cobalt. Was the Cruise.
Oh, you had a Did you have? What kind did you have?
No, that's like like Chevy.
Oh.
They
Yeah.
went
Oh,
from
that's right.
the
that's
Cavalier.
Right. That's right.
So
Then
they-
to the like kind of
Yeah,
It
'cause-
went from the Cavalier
Evolution.
to the Cobalt to the
Mhm.
Cruise.
Anyways, he was known to play with dead animals, to act out in ways that made others uncomfortable, not just as a phase, but as something that lingered, something that didn't correct itself.
And it became concerning enough that his father intervened. He was evaluated, tested, observed, and eventually diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia and antisocial personality disorder. But even with that diagnosis, there wasn't long-term treatment. No consistent intervention that followed him into adulthood.
So there you go. He did not take no treatment medication with schizophrenia and antisocial personality disorder. I mean, come on.
So he's pretty much just a loose cannon.
Yes, exactly.
And that's an important piece. Because a diagnosis on its own doesn't define someone. But untreated patterns, especially ones that involve detachment, control, or lack of empathy, can grow. Quietly. Over time.
As he moved into adulthood, his life didn't follow a clear path. He attended college, left, and returned, and eventually drifted through a series of jobs. And throughout that time, there were still two sides to him. On one side, he was described as hardworking, capable, someone who could function in everyday life.
But on the other, there were moments that didn't align with that image. Behavior that felt off, unpredictable, difficult to explain, but hard to ignore once noticed.
In that duality, the split between what people see and what's actually there becomes a pattern we see in a lot of cases like this. A person who can exist in both worlds without immediately being questioned.
In 1971, he got married to Juliana Sater. Together, they had 3 children, built a family, created a life that from the outside looked complete. But inside that marriage, there were signs of distance, disconnection, in a relationship that didn't function the way most do. So, Juliana, she go by Julie, his wife, said that they had been sexually intimate only 6 times in over 25 years of marriage, and that she never saw her husband naked. Sorry. That's just one of those.
6 times in 25 years, that's every woman's dream.
So, yeah, that's just, 25
I never
years.
saw my husband naked. Why?
I don't know. That's just one of their... whatever.
They didn't have any kids?
They did have kids.
He had 3.
Yeah. They had 3.
Damn, so out of the 6 times, they got 3 kids.
They got a 50-50
I mean, that's
shot.
kind of...
Yeah.
that's actually...
Half the times they did it, they had children. You gotta
You've
think.
never seen him. Ew, I just want to know, like, I mean, I don't want to picture it.
Oh, no,
But I
like
mean,
you want to
I
know what he
just-
looks like naked?
No. I'm just curious, like, how did that, like, was he just like, all right, let's go on? And but
25 years? 25
Yes.
divided by... That's like once every 5.5 years.
Well, yes, but I'm just like, she never saw him nude. So, like, I don't know, weird.
Damn.
Okay.
They
So,
have
like-
different bedrooms? What the fuck?
I
71?
don't know, but I'm curious.
I'm still curious,
I want to
too.
know, they still ever managed to have kids, so he obviously took his pants off. Sorry.
should
Or
never-
did he just unzip?
Ew, come on, I don't want to see that. Oh, God. Okay.
Probably.
Oh, God.
Probably just pulled her right out. And...
Ew. That poor lady, but she stayed with him for 25 years.
Well, did he ever see her naked? Or
I don't know, it
that's
just
all-
says he never, she
never
never
seen
saw
him
him nude, it says.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Awkward.
Yeah. I don't know, but that was one of those notes, so.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, to each their own, but 6 times in 25 years? Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And sometimes those kinds of details don't stand out at the time. They just feel like something is off. Not enough to fully explain, but enough to stay with you.
By the late 1980s, his life shifted again. This time, toward success. He founded a chain of thrift stores called Save-A-Lot, and financially things started to work.
So, like, Save-A-Lot as in, that's what
Not the store.
so thrift stores.
Yeah, because the Save-A-Lot, the grocery store, is actual save, S-A-V-E.
Okay,
Yeah.
because when I saw that, I'm like, wait a minute, but Save-A-Lot's not a thrift store, though. And then
No,
it's
it's a
like...
grocery
okay.
store.
All right.
Kind of
I was
thrifty
gonna
grocery
say, like,
store, if you ask
ugh,
me.
they're still open. I would not...
It's questionable if you're thrifting at a grocery store.
That grocery store is a little thrifty.
Well, that's what I was like, ugh, and people are still shopping at a
Anywhere my
serial killer's founded...
Anywhere I find my sister's thrifty. Anywhere she shops, I avoid. I don't give a fuck what that place is. She
See, I
walks
like
up in,
thrift store. I mean, I like antiquing.
She walks up in Sam's Club. I ain't going to Sam's Club no more.
What? She can't go to support
Exactly,
Sam's. I
that's what I'm
shouldn't say
saying.
that. That's messed up.
You ain't lying though, but that's what I'm saying. She
I
could
don't
start
think she's
affording
ever
it, I'm
set
out.
foot into a Sam's Club.
She, where's that? I don't fucking know.
All right, all right. Let's move on.
Chester's like, I'm trying to sleep here.
Oh shit.
The business grew. He made money. Built something stable. On the surface.
And with that success came the ability to choose something bigger, something more private.
More removed.
And in 1988, Herb Baumeister purchased a property just outside of Indianapolis, 18 acres, surrounded by woods. A place where, from the outside, everything still looked normal. But it was also the place where everything would eventually be found.
Not right away.
Not all at once.
But piece by piece. By the early 1990s, while Herb was living a life that looked stable on the outside, there was another version of him, moving through a completely different world. One that didn't intersect with his family, his business, or the life people thought they knew.
In Indianapolis, there were a number of gay bars that became central gathering places. Spaces where people went to meet, to connect, to feel safe.
And for many of the men who would later go missing, those places were part of their normal routine.
So that reminds me of Jeffrey Dahmer.
It's always the gay bars.
Jeffrey's lucky he didn't run into Herb.
That would have been messed up. That would have been fucked up. Can you imagine?
It would
That
have.
would, yeah.
If he tried,
Jeffrey
no, just
wasn't-
think about it for a second.
Little
Jeffrey goes sees Herb, and then tried to take him. Well, he liked black men though, but still tried to take Herb home, and then Herb's like, "All right," and then they.
Oh, there's my new horror movie.
That's actually
Dahmer versus Birdmeister.
like, how would that even end? Who would win?
Dahmer wasn't in Indiana though, was he?
He's in Wisconsin.
Not too far away.
Ed Gein.
Who else was in Wisconsin?
Ed Gein.
Where was
Yep.
Gacy was in Chicago?
Casey was Chicago. Ed Kemper was California.
A
Albert
lot of
Fish.
it California. We could spend a year just doing California.
Where was Albert Fish?
He
Why
was,
can I not think where he was right now? What the hell?
He kind of spread around.
He
but
did. I know he
had
was in
like
St. Louis at one point.
Yeah, he had a main spot, I'm pretty
Where the
sure,
fuck-
but
it was the they called him the werewolf of Wisteria. It was
Wisteria.
Wisteria. Where the fuck?
Hold on.
Wow.
wherever he was, the place where he was caught. I
Willie
think is-
Picton was Canada.
Washington, D.C. He was born in Washington, D.C. in 1870.
Where'd he die?
Yeah, because I thought wherever he was, the girl, that last killing or whatever,
Grace.
is where he spent most of his time.
Grace.
Yeah, Grace.
That's sad.
I'm sorry, but
Or Billy Gaffney, that poor kid, he left him there in the thing. But
if
oh
a
my god! I
fucking
don't
human cigarette wrapped in fucking old man clothes walks up to my house and asks to take my daughter to a birthday party, he's getting kicked in
New
the
York
face.
is where he died.
Okay, I thought it was in the
The Sing Sing
I thought
prison.
it was in the. That's right, in the eastern part, but I could. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's not too far
Yeah, I
from
think
DC
Wisconsin
though.
was
So.
Dahmer. Just Dahmer. I mean, I'm sure there's more Dahmer and
No, because where'd Gacy live before Chicago? I thought he lived somewhere when he was accused of that boy at first, and then he moved to where he, or did he live in Chicago already and just moved areas?
he moved to everywhere. I don't.
Because I remember Bundy hopped around,
Yeah.
Fish hopped around, but most of them, like Kemper, kind of stayed around his area.
Mm-hmm.
Who else hopped around?
John was from
Ramirez, but-
Chicago.
So he was from Chicago.
And he died in Statesville, Illinois.
Okay, so Illinois. But I think he like went to different states though for his business, his contracting.
That, but I thought he was accused of sexually assaulting that boy.
Yeah.
And then he moved to
Yeah.
where he died.
Yeah.
And that's where he ended up doing all the other crimes. Because it was like a silent period from when he did whatever he did to that boy to
Or
the
was
time.
it?
Well,
That we
from
know
what
of.
we went
Yeah,
over.
Yeah, I don't know. Something like that.
it's fucked up. Just let people do what they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
As long as it's moral. Like don't let them be fucking doing some Albert Fish shit.
Men began disappearing, young, often in their 20s or 30s. Many of them last seen leaving bars in the Indianapolis area. Some were reported missing, some weren't, at least not right away. And in many cases, their disappearances didn't immediately connect.
But over time, a pattern started to form. Similar age, similar build, similar last known locations. and eventually, similar causes of death. Strangulation.
Which means these weren't isolated incidents. They were connected, even before anyone knew how.
Because around that same time, there was someone people remembered meeting. A man who introduced himself as Brian Smart.
He was described as approachable, put together, normal.
Someone you wouldn't question right away.
And someone you might even leave with.
In 1994, one man came forward with an experience that changed everything. He said he had met Brian Smart at a bar, accepted an invitation to go back to his house. At first, nothing seemed unusual. But then, something shifted.
Inside that house, the situation escalated.
He described being nearly killed during an encounter that involved strangulation.
And somehow, he survived.
He got out, but he didn't forget.
Herb Baumeister's sole survivor, who described being taken to a mansion with a pool, getting strangled with a hose.
When he faked passing out, I think Baumeister thought he was dead, and of course then he opened up his eyes and he wasn't dead.
So that informant was key to cracking this case.
Oh, absolutely.
Later, he saw the same man again, followed him, wrote down his license plate. And that's when investigators were finally able to identify him.
Herb Baumeister.
The informant didn't know his real name yet, but when he saw Baumeister at a bar again, he got bold.
Got up on one of the tables at the bar and yelled out, "This guy's a serial killer, somebody get his license plate number." Of course, that traced back to Herb Baumeister.
Long before Fox Hollow Farm was ever searched, there were already bodies being found. Not in one place, not connected by one scene, but scattered along stretches of Interstate 70.
Between 1980 and 1991, at least 11 young men and teenage boys were found across Indiana and Ohio.
Left in ditches, near streams, and rural areas, just far enough away to go unnoticed, for a little while.
Many of them found partially clothed or not clothed at all, and almost all of them had been strangled. In 1980, a 15-year-old boy, Michael Sean Petrie, was found in Hamilton County. He had been last seen getting into a car with a stranger.
In 1982, another young victim, Delvoyd Lee Baker, was last seen climbing into a vehicle driven by an unknown man before his body was found near a river.
Others followed, different names, different lives. Michael Riley, Eric Rotker, James Robbins, Stephen Elliott, Clay Boatman, Thomas Clivinger, Otto Becker.
Each one a separate case, until they weren't.
Because when investigators started looking closer, they began to see similarities. Many of the victims had been in the same areas, around the same bars, in the same part of Indianapolis before they disappeared.
Which meant whoever was responsible wasn't choosing at random.
He was finding them in places where they felt safe
and taking them somewhere else.
Somewhere isolated.
And for years, this pattern continued.
The case became known as the I-70 Strangler.
But it was never officially solved.
Until investigators started noticing something else. Something that didn't fit with the timeline.
The bodies stopped appearing.
Around 1991.
The same time Herb Baumeister purchased Fox Hollow Farm. And suddenly, The question wasn't just who was responsible. It was, where had they gone?
By the early 1990s, investigators were already looking into the disappearances of men in the Indianapolis area.
And now, they had a name.
They approached him, asked questions, requested permission to search his property.
And he refused.
So did his wife.
And for a while, that's where it stopped. No search, no answers.
But for investigators, this wasn't just about one man.
Or even one group of disappearances. Because for years, bodies had been found along Interstate 70. Men, strangled, left in rural areas, across Indiana and Ohio. The case became known as the I-70 Strangler. And for a long time, no one knew who was responsible. It remained unsolved, a pattern without a name. But investigators would later note something they couldn't ignore. Those bodies stopped appearing around the time Herb Baumeister purchased Fox Hollow Farm, which raised a question no one could answer yet. Did it stop? Or did it just move?
Because suddenly, this wasn't just about a house or one series of disappearances. It was something that may have been happening for years, long before anyone ever thought to look at him.
Fox Hollow Farm sat on 18 acres of land just outside of Indianapolis. From the outside, it didn't look like anything unusual. A large home, surrounded by trees, set back far enough that you couldn't see much from the road. It was private, quiet, the kind of place where you wouldn't expect anyone to be watching, and no one would hear if something went wrong. And that isolation is part of what made it so effective. Because everything that happened there stayed there.
Inside the house, there were things that didn't feel normal. Details that didn't make sense unless you were really paying attention. Rooms that felt staged, still, too still. And then there were the mannequins.
Not one, not two, multiple, placed throughout the home. Dressed, positioned, not hidden away like storage, but left out as part of the space.
It's so eerie.
Yeah, here, let me put fucking mannequins all along my
Have
house.
you watched the, it was a movie with, Eli... What's
Elijah Wood?
Elijah Wood. Thank you.
Yeah.
That mannequin movie.
I think so.
He was like a serial killer, but then he had like all kinds of mannequins.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was creepy. That's what it reminds me of.
Ooh.
Like they belong there. Like they weren't meant to be seen.
Visitors later described them as unsettling, not because of what they were, but because how they were placed.
Facing certain directions, standing in ways that felt intentional.
Like they were watching. In 1994, something happened that should have changed everything. Baumeister's young son was playing in the woods behind the house. And while he was out there, he found something. A human skull.
Partially buried.
Not hidden well enough to stay hidden forever.
And when his family asked about it, Baumeister gave an explanation. He told them it belonged to his father, a medical skeleton he had stored and later buried.
And for a time, that explanation held.
Because it was easier to believe that than to question what it actually meant.
I wonder if he was just thinking that the whole time. Like, oh, what do I say if someone found these? Obvious.
guarantee
And
it.
I mean, that does...
Well, his dad was...
It does unfortunately fit that,
Yeah.
you know, so...
But... Yeah, what
But
the-
still, like, why would you bury it?
Yeah, you could have
If
just donated it.
Yeah.
Could have just been like, oh yeah, that was, you know.
Yeah. But over time, things started to change. His behavior became more erratic, more unpredictable.
Enough that his wife became concerned.
Concerned enough to take a step back. And eventually, to leave.
And in 1996, after filing for divorce, she made a decision that would change everything. What are you laughing
That part, that's funny.
at? What?
She gave investigators permission to search the property.
Well, she should have anyways.
I was very
From
say
the
she should have
start,
from the fucking
yes,
get-go.
but, like, that's
Yeah.
great.
I was like, what are you laughing
I can't. It's like, here's one last fuck you, Herb.
I mean, yeah, that's good.
Or I'll be
Glad
serious
she
now.
did.
But yeah, I could. I was like, well,
No.
perfect
No,
timing.
it was.
After 25 years, you know.
But then it makes you, like, she finally gave permission. Like, was he, like, saying something to her not to tell him originally?
Do you want to become one of these skulls?
That's fucked up.
I'll strangle you by the tree.
Ew, that's probably how he talks. That's how he looks.
He's stinky by his tree now.
I'm gonna piss on you after I bury you. Oh yeah. Then when I get down there, I lick my own piss off the ground. How do you like that, bitch? Tell the cops. I hear ya.
Ew.
H2O
That's probably how
Herb.
you... probably how he talks.
Old pisser. She gave investigators permission to search the property.
At the time, Herb wasn't there. He was out of town.
Which meant, for the first time, investigators could walk the property without him there.
It's even better.
Fucking dumbass. Without explanation, without interference.
And it didn't take long. Because once they started looking, they didn't just find one set of remains.
They found fragments.
Then more.
Bone after bone, scattered throughout the woods.
Burned, crushed. The fuck, that cat don't sound happy.
Chester? We just heard him in the vents.
Yeah.
He usually makes that sound when he has something in his mouth. He's like bringing us gifts. I don't know. He's a weird ass cat.
He's a strange one.
Sometimes we'll wake up, open the bedroom door, and there'll be piles of
Mail.
diapers. Like
Mail,
he took out of the
diapers.
box.
He used to have a...
He used to take my underwear and
just
put it
scatter them through the
outside.
house. You just walk out there and just pile up panties. You're like, what the fuck's going on out here? And he turned to paperwork. I'm like, dude, it looks like a tornado hit the kitchen last night because you're dragging everything everywhere. I'm glad he stopped with the socks and underwear. That was annoying.
It was just a
Well, and he didn't care. He just picked. He just grabbed him from a pile, so you never know. You're just like, all right, here we go.
Luna's really bad about getting our socks and underwear.
Shit. Yes. Like what?
Ugh. I was listening to...
Oh God.
It was either Bad Friends or Tiger
Oh,
Belly and Bobby Lee, that they're exes now, but she said something about one of the dogs they had that used to like tear up her underwear because she don't believe in like pads and tampons.
Oh God.
So she said she's a free bleeder,
Oh no.
and her and her niece both are like
Oh.
free
no.
bleeders or whatnot. So the dog would tear up their dirty panties.
So what? Do you just walk around the fucking store with
yeah.
fucking blood stains
She's-
all over your goddamn crotch?
Oh, listen to this. Instead of carrying tampons and pads, she said she just like changes her underwear and showers. I'm like, so you're showering multiple times a day and changing your underwear?
You've got to be
instead
at
of just-
least showering 5, 6, 7 times a day.
That's
if you're
what I don't
Is
care.
it just like part of their culture? I guess.
I get something. I don't care how Bobby and Andrew just try to defend her. She's dirty. That's disgusting. Like, that's nasty. Like every time I hear that, like Tiger Belly, she describes like her whole life. I'm like,
not buried in one place, spread out, as if they were meant to disappear.
Chester's making his appearance again.
So that's what that noise was, a warning you're on your way.
Was that you telling us you're coming down? Okay.
Oh my gosh.
As if they were meant to disappear. Investigators would eventually recover thousands of human bone fragments belonging to multiple victims.
You're loud, buddy.
Chester.
And even then, that wasn't all of them.
Some still haven't been identified, and some may still be there. Because what they uncovered at Fox Hollow Farm wasn't just evidence of a crime. It was evidence of lives. People who had names, stories. For many of them, this was the first time they were finally being found.
It's so sad.
It is, because what the fuck? Just because you're a closeted homosexual, you're alluring these guys to their death. Like, own up to your shit. Be a man.
Exactly.
On June 24th, 1996, investigators began recovering what had been left behind at Fox Hollow Farm. Not one victim, not one burial, but fragments. Human bone fragments belonging to at least 11 individuals were found scattered throughout the wooded areas of the property. And even in those early days, it was clear this wasn't a complete picture, because what they were finding weren't full remains. It was pieces, burned, broken, separated in a way that identification made it incredibly difficult. As the search continued, so did the discoveries. Not just more victims, but more fragments.
Today, nearly 10,000 individual bone fragments have been recovered from Fox Hollow Farm.
From an unknown number of people.
Which means even now, we don't even know how many lives were taken there.
And despite decades of work, only some of those victims have been identified.
Others are still waiting.
John Lee, also known as Johnny Bear, 23 years old. Jeffrey Allen Jones, 31. Richard Douglas Hamilton Jr., 20.
Alan Lee Livingston, 27. Missing in 1993 and not identified until 2023.
Good God.
Daniel Thomas Halloran, just 21 or 22. Identified decades later through forensic genetic genealogy.
Stephen Sperlin Hale, 28. Alan Wayne Broussard, 28.
Roger Allen Goodlett, 33.
Michael Frederick Kieran, 45.
Manuel Resendez, 34. Last seen at a bar and identified years later, in 2024.
And even with those names, there are still others. Remains believed to belong to victims that have not yet been identified.
And investigators believe there may be more.
In 2022, a new search of the property identified additional locations where remains still may be buried.
Which means this story isn't finished.
Today, the Hamilton County Coroner's Office continues to ask for help, encouraging anyone with missing loved ones from that time period to submit DNA.
In the hope that more names can be returned.
Because every fragment belongs to someone. Someone who mattered.
There's at least one more case investigators believe may be connected. Jerry Williams Cormier, 34 years old.
Last seen in Indianapolis in 1995.
His car was later found, abandoned, but his remains were never recovered, and his case remains unsolved. And this is what makes Fox Hollow Farm different, because this story doesn't have a clear number.
It doesn't have a complete list.
And it doesn't have all the answers.
It has names we know, names we don't, and lives that are still being uncovered. And while investigators were still trying to identify the victims, Herb Baumeister was already gone.
When a case doesn't have a clear number, when there are still people who haven't been identified, how do you even begin to measure something like that?
It's too hard to.
Yeah, and of course the stupid pussy ass took his life. So now we don't know anything.
Yeah, because you can only assume that everyone that was missing from that area with that situation who may have been a closeted homosexual or have been out has been killed by this guy.
And it's just sad because with all these cases, there's still a few with John Wayne Gacy's that's still
Unidentified.
John Doe's and stuff. It's just sad. They had lives and they don't. It's just like they never existed. I don't know.
Yep.
It's awful.
Fucking pussy ass bitches.
During that search, investigators uncovered the remains of multiple men, at least 11 victims. For the first time, they had enough to move forward. A warrant was issued for Herb Baumeister's arrest.
But by the time the warrant was issued, he was already gone. He fled the country, traveling to Ontario, Canada, alone.
In July of 1996, inside Pinery Provincial Park, on the edge of Lake Huron, Herb Baumeister ended his life.
A single gunshot. A .357 Magnum.
Okay, I'm not good with guns, really, so is that what?
It's a revolver.
So, yeah, I knew that, but,
Left a pretty good size hole.
I was gonna say, how big...
They left a pretty good hole in his head.
You say...
Jesus. See, I'm sorry, but why the fuck?
We might get about that much clearance out the back of his skull.
This guy is such a pussy.
I don't know. I mean, ending your own life's pretty fucked up, but you should have.
Well, this reminds me of stupid Brian Laundrie at pussy ass asshole.
Yeah, because I mean, of course, that's the thing.
So there's a 357 against a watermelon.
Jesus.
Yeah, and he put that up to his head.
Oh my god.
He said, so yeah, he's a bitch, but he pulled a pretty good gun to end his thoughts, clear his head a little bit.
Fucking idiot.
He left behind a 3-page suicide note. Why not just turn
Reminds
yourself
me
in?
of the episode of Friends when Rachel writes her letter to Ross. It's 18 pages, front and back.
Jesus. Again, it reminds me of Brian Laundrie because that pussy ass left a suicide note.
Or did he?
Yeah.
His parents just write something up to make it seem like he cared.
He's a pussy.
No,
Yeah.
he was fucked up and killed her and killed himself.
No,
Maybe.
Gabby Petito, that was sad too.
He left behind a 3-page suicide note, written on yellow notepaper. In it, he talked about his failing business, his marriage, his life falling apart. But he never mentioned the victims.
What a piece of shit.
He never admitted to anything. Not the disappearances, not the remains, not Fox Hollow.
What the fuck? I'm sorry. What the hell?
Like, how could you bought the spot and then nothing was there
Because it's
until...
clearly that's what you were getting caught, you pussy. That's why you killed yourself. But yet you're not gonna say anything. I hate people like
I want
that.
him to
Like,
bring him back alive.
even
so he
like
can do it
people
again
on their
and kill himself.
deathbed, they still won't say.
They
I'm like,
still-
dude,
Yeah,
you're
and they
dying.
Just fucking say it. Get it over with.
Oh yeah,
Jesus
they're always the
Christ.
same. You know, I'm sorry about this, this, and this. And what about?
Right.
Oh yeah, I didn't.
They're
do
never
that.
sorry
Studies-
about the killings. They're always sorry about everything that
That
went
led up
wrong
to
with them.
And he-
Everything that went wrong in their
like,
life
boo
is what they
fucking
apologize
who,
for.
dude. Boo
Yeah.
hoo.
We all go
bro.
through shit. Get over it.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's wow.
He wrote about his trip. Said he had planned to end his life somewhere else, but changed his mind after seeing children nearby.
Are you serious?
What?
I'm sorry. What? What? Oh, now you're gonna try to show some sort of
Yeah.
humanity in there? Really?
I can't let these
retard.
children see me kill myself, even though I killed multiple men between
Right.
18
What?
and 45.
I'm sorry, 18-year-old, you're still a child. I don't care if you're...
Well, what? One of them was 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Yet you don't want to change... Wow. Wow.
You can go
That's
fuck
it's
yourself.
15 to 45. That's a huge age gap. This dude didn't give no fucks.
No.
Go
But
get-
now you all of a sudden care, really? No.
Go
No,
get
he don't
fucked
care
with
about
a
what
club
he
with
did.
nails
He's
No,
on
just
he
it.
don't. Yeah.
He's just trying to have people have a little more sympathy for him. Like, good thing you're not going to know if they're actually sympathetic.
Right.
They shouldn't be either. You did horrible shit, and there's nothing you can say that's going to make up for it.
This is why I went to school for psychology, trying to understand the human... Nope, I still don't.
No.
I know. I still got to go through advanced psychology, so let's see how that goes.
Yeah, I don't think anyone ever will, obviously.
No.
No, it's just theories.
Yeah.
His final meal was a peanut butter sandwich.
What did he mention? I guess he mentioned
Makes
that
sense
in his
because
note
he's
too.
fucking nuts. Today I sat down and made myself a peanut
Yeah,
butter sandwich.
that was in his note. Really?
Later I'm
Ordinary.
gonna blow my heads out with this 357.
Hold on
Jesus
a second. I'm
Christ.
curious here.
Chester.
You disappear, come back, disappear, come back.
Chester.
Ew, he's so creepy looking. Just look at him.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oof.
He
looks
gives
like,
pedo vibes.
Yeah.
He looks like the sister's husband off of Gemstones. I'm a gemstone too, Jesse. Slap my face. I'm a gemstone too, Daddy. Slap my face. That's what I said. What the fuck's wrong with you?
I love that show.
He just looked at her like, what the fuck?
I just love Walter Goggins.
I know. He's funny.
He's fucking funny, dude.
What did he say? What? Have you watched Gemstones?
Not yet.
Oh, it's please.
Oh, when
It's
she
fucking
farted and he
hilarious.
said,
Yes.
you gotta go wash that now. Say,
It's so
woman, did you just break wind? Yeah, I'm sorry, you scared me. You gotta go wash that now. I was like, fuck, no.
I'm surprised you has Adam Devine in it. It has
I've seen his dick way too
John
many
Goodman
times
in
that
it.
show.
It has
I knew
Danny
John Goodman was in
it's
it.
so
Danny
funny. You need
McBride.
to watch it. Danny McBride is
Danny's
so
such a
fucking
good
funny.
writer, though.
Yeah.
Like, all of his shows
But,
have been successful.
Yeah, it's funny.
Eastbound and Down, Vice Principals, that's also got Walter in it.
Yeah. So Herb was 49 when he shot himself in the head. It says investigators found his car had been stripped clean and the carpeting had been removed.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
bet.
not.
But you're planning to kill? Really? What?
Yeah, why not leave everything if you're already planning to kill yourself?
Right.
At least fucking be like, all right, here's where some stuff is.
And then, yeah, he left a suicide note, mentioned his failing marriage and business, but nothing about the missing men or the bones buried on his property.
There was bones on my property? How'd
What
they
the
get there? That's what we were hoping you could tell us, Herb. I was just eating a peanut butter sandwich.
He was a chicken shit. Someone's like, someone called him chicken shit. For all the evil he perpetrated, Clark said in the end, Baumeister was a coward. Chicken shit is the word that comes to mind. A lot more than that. Yeah, the peanut butter sandwich part. Sorry, that just
Yeah, it's
like, why
final
would you
meal.
even? Who cares? I don't care what you fucking ate. You know?
Yeah. Your final meal should have been that bullet.
Yeah, exactly. Ordinary details in a story that was anything but. And just like that, it was over.
No trial.
No full confession.
And no answers for how many victims there really were.
Or whether the killings along Interstate 70 were his.
Only suspicion.
In a silence that he chose to leave behind.
With everything that was found, the patterns, the timeline, and the way those killings stopped, do you think Herb Baumeister was responsible for the I-70 killings? Or is that something we may never fully know?
Oh, was.
Oh, he was.
It's like, yeah,
You
it's a little
can't tell
too
me.
coincidental that it all of a sudden stopped and the people were stopped being found and no one was being
Exactly.
murdered on I-70 as soon as Fox Hollow was purchased
Yeah,
in
and those are
91.
what, 18 acres, so he had plenty of room to bury his. Yeah, that
Well,
was.
yeah, just think of how there's some cemeteries that are real small that have quite a few fucking
Oh,
people
yeah.
buried in them that are family cemeteries. So 18 acres is plenty.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do it like John Wayne Gacy, then you
Yeah,
got a
but
lot of room.
even what he said his name, like, obviously it was him. Because he went to people and said Brian Smart was
Yeah,
his name.
stupid. What the
I mean,
fuck?
well-
I'm Brian Smart.
Well,
You want to come with me and see my 18 acres?
Ted Bundy used his real name, so
He was just fearless. He
I'm
didn't.
sorry.
Ted was just fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I still can't get over that.
That's what I'm saying. They're like, he was book smart. That doesn't mean he was smart. Like,
Right.
Anybody could be book smart who studies books and likes to read.
Yeah. But no, I agree.
Knowledge.
I think he definitely had, he was definitely.
Yeah, because the coincidence is just too fine on the line.
yeah,
Like,
definitely.
it stopped as soon as you got that property. It didn't stop. It moved.
Yep.
As soon as you got the property, you had somewhere to put them that wasn't so obvious, where they couldn't just be found the next 2 days or 3
No.
days.
No.
Some of them still are missing.
And it's so sad.
It is sad.
Ooh, I hate people. Pussy. I can't believe, I don't know. What was the point of a suicide? I don't know. You fucking asshole. That's all I gotta say. I don't know. Before we close this story, we want to bring it back to where it should have always been. The people whose lives were taken.
Because this was never just a case. It was never just a property.
And it was never just one name.
These were real people. Sons, friends, people who were living their lives before they were taken from them. John Lee Baer, Jeffrey Jones, Richard Hamilton,
Alan Livingston, Danielle Halloran, Stephen Hale.
Alan Broussard, Roger Goodlett, Michael Kieran,
and Emmanuel Resendez.
And even with those names, there are still others.
people who haven't been identified yet.
And people whose families may still be waiting for answers. And that's what makes this case very different.
Because it isn't finished.
And it may never be.
But their lives still deserve to be remembered. And that is where we'll leave this story.
A case that still doesn't have a complete ending.
And one that, even now, is still being uncovered.
If you've been here with us through this episode, thank you.
And if you want to support the show, one of the biggest ways you can help is by leaving a rating or written review on Apple or Spotify.
And if you do, please screenshot it and send it to us, so you can be entered into our monthly giveaways starting at the end of this month. You can send these to our TikTok, our Instagram, or you can send it to our email at veilofechoespodcast@gmail.com.
We'll be choosing listeners at the end of May and sending out our first ones.
And we'll also be announcing our official listener names very soon.
Yeah, that's fun. I'm excited.
Very.
And this Friday, we're stepping away from true crime and into something else.
A legend that's been reported for decades.
And seen by multiple people.
And often appears right before something goes wrong. A figure, tall, dark, with glowing red eyes.
Watching from a distance.
Waiting.
The Mothman. Until next time, keep your ears open.
And the veil closed.